So the Lakers stun the Warriors in the Chase Center, 117-112. Two or three thoughts. First, the Warriors, an old team coming off a grueling 7-game series, looked uninspired and lethargic in the first half. They just made it really easy on Anthony Davis. It looked like practice. That's not an excuse. The Lakers made quicker work of Memphis, won the final game by a blowout, and it was just an easier series for the Lakers. So they were more rested. They've got younger bodies. They played with a ton of energy and intensity early. And it was really, I was surprised it was as close as it was at half and as close as it got at the end. So one of the things the Warriors have done with Steve Kerr is they adapt really, really well. So there are things you can solve in a series, and then there are things you cannot solve. The Warriors are a better shooting team, a better three-point shooting team than the Lakers. They had 21 threes tonight. The Lakers are much bigger. They're going to get more points in the paint, and sometimes they're going to win that volleyball match around the rim. So, analytics will tell you threes and layups beat twos. But when the Lakers have 10 blocks and you're not getting any layups, it's just threes or nothing, that mitigates the analytics. So the Lakers are going to have more blocks. The Lakers are going to score more points in the paint in this series, no question. But you've got to make the Lakers work for it. I thought the Warriors played with very little energy to open the game. And, they're one of the things the Warriors need to do, and I thought did in spurts late, Draymond sort of started this, is when you face a team that's bigger, you want to get them out in transition. You want to run the ball, get Anthony Davis off the block, get him up the floor. And they started doing that and were pretty effective on it. But it was a little too little. They couldn't do anything on the defensive end. So I think you can make changes in this series, but the Warriors are going to have to live mostly off threes because Kevon Looney gives you very, very little in terms of offense, almost none. And the Lakers hit just enough threes. Jared Vanderbilt, D'Angelo Russell, Austin Reeves, they hit just enough threes. So you watch the game tonight, and your kind of takeaway is, man, this could be a lopsided series. But again, look at what the Warriors came out of, what the Lakers came out of. And also, Steve Kerr, after Sacramento beat the Warriors in Game 1, the Warriors looked a little old and slow in that game and couldn't solve Sabonis or De'Aaron Fox. So if you're a Warrior fan, they got nothing from Wiggins tonight. Klay Thompson was short on a half a dozen shots. Some of that is just age. He didn't have his legs under him. But if you're a Laker fan, you're thinking Jordan Poole, that's about as well as he can play. They hit 21 threes, and still we controlled the basketball game. Both things can be true. I think the Warriors, with equal rest, will put up a better defensive effort in Game 2 at Chase. They have to. And I also think Anthony Davis will be forced to work for his points. You can't be too deferential to him. Make him block shots. Collide at the rim. Get Anthony Davis on the floor. Be physical with him. I also think it's imperative in this series, as I look at the box score for the Warriors. Listen, they're going to have to get, JaMychal Green played a little bit, but they have to figure out a way to get Jonathan Kuminga on the floor, possibly get Anthony Lamb. They just need a little bit more size. We know they don't score down low with Looney, but Looney and Draymond, they're not going to give you a lot of offense, although Draymond does other things, screen, catalyst, passing. But I think you're going to have to go into the bench and get some size. You can't just keep bringing out Moody, DiVincenzo, and Gary Payton. They need size. Wiggins also has some matchup advantages in this series, especially in transition. He's going to have to take advantage of those. So I think you'll get a much more spirited effort from the Warriors. But the Lakers' size is going to be a problem. They're going to dominate points in the paint. They're going to get a lot of blocks. And if you're a Laker fan tonight, you didn't get a ton. You really didn't. At this point in his career, LeBron is really a much better player with an extra day of rest. So you really didn't get a ton from LeBron. You got, predictably, I said this on Fox Sports, Anthony Davis is going to have a monster series. You know that going in. Just make him work for it. But if you're the Lakers, you've stolen home court advantage. It feels great. You have a mismatch in size. And Jordan Poole probably doesn't play that well the rest of the series. I mean, there's an argument if Jordan Poole kept the Warriors in the game. This thing got up to 10, 12 points. It was Jordan Poole and Steph hitting some threes, or this thing's a blowout. It's a 15-point lead. So if you're a Laker fan, you feel pretty good about that because Jordan Poole's a really, really inconsistent player. I know everybody loves Jordan Poole. They're a little bit trapped as a franchise. I had said, and I've thrown this out there, lobbed it out there a few times. If Anthony Davis dominates the Warriors in this series and they get tired of Jordan Poole and they feel like, you know what, we've got to get some offense in the front court, I think the Warriors could make a run at Anthony Davis. I think the Lakers, knowing that LeBron only gives you about 50, 55 games in the regular season going forward, are concerned that Anthony Davis, that's about all he can give you. They'd like to get younger. Do you want to trade to a rival? I'm not sure. But I think this is a really interesting series for the Warriors because with LeBron and Anthony Davis, you have NBA veterans. It felt like the Kings had the Warriors beat and kind of they shrunk at home. Just lack of experience, lack of wing scoring. That's one thing the Lakers have. I mean, D'Angelo Russell's bounced around. He's been around the league. LeBron, Anthony Davis been around the league. There's some miles on these tires. So this is not a young team. This is a team, the Lakers, that create matchup problems. They've got plenty of experience. Now they have a rookie head coach, and as a series continues on, we saw Mike Brown and Steve Kerr in that Game 7. It felt like Kerr won the chess match over his former assistant. So I think coaching is going to be a big factor. The Warriors need to get the ball out in transition more, push the pace. They've got to make Anthony Davis work a little for his points. But we have ourselves a real series. 3s against 2s. Can't wait.